actual connection with?
Well, Niall and I have had the longest romantic relationship. So probably him, just because we've actually had an ongoing relationship where with Frewer and Fargo and I had one kiss, and Frew and I had a naked picnic. So yeah, probably I would say Niall. Thank you for your question. Was that the right answer? Were you hoping for someone else? And then there was the robot. Yeah, the robot, yes. What's that? How was the robot? Don't make me, okay, you just heard me say the H word, okay? Don't, I'm just kidding. Next question, move away from the subject.
As we know, Joe is a weapons expert.
Yes.
Before this role, had you ever shot a gun?
You know what, no. When I got the part, I'm not actually a big fan of guns. Does that hurt your feelings if I say that?
No.
I'm sorry. Yes. I'm not. But when I did get the part, they had me assemble and disassemble a shotgun and the gun that I used, which I can't remember in the pilot, which I can't remember what it was. But I practiced that, and then in the pilot I actually shot. It was a blank, but I shot, and I've shot a shotgun before. But that was in the mountains, and it was a camping trip, and I swear there was no animals on the other side. I think it was blanks too, actually. But no, I had no experience, and I did feel better about a gun when I actually held it and sort of, because you don't know anything about the weapon, and you pick it up, and it's intimidating, so.
Okay, well, yeah, I have a slightly different follow-up question depending on the answer. Okay, if you were to go up against Colin shooting targets,
I would win.
Okay, cool.
I would always win. I will always win against Colin in anything. Yeah. Or Carter. Joe will always beat Carter as well.
Hi.
Hello.
You guys have had some amazing guest stars this year. James Callis, Will Wheaton, Felicia Day is coming up. Who would you like to see as a guest star in Eureka?
Oh, that's such a good question. I don't know. But that's a good question. Who would you like to see? Who? Done. Done. Go on, my people. Oh, no. What's that? Betty White? Oh my God, yes, Betty White. Who doesn't want Betty White on the show? That's great. Betty White. Done. What's that? I can't hear you.
She could play Colin's mom.
Oh my God, I love the storyline. That would be, those two together would be the funny, oh my God, I love this storyline. Okay, I'm going to try to make this happen. Betty White, Colin's mom. Love it. Done. And of course, Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay, I was just wondering, what did you think about the show when they first asked you to do it?
When I first auditioned for the show, it was actually really funny. When I auditioned for the show, I'm going to try to make this long story brief. I lived in LA, and I moved to LA to get a TV series, and I ended up living there, running out of money, and there was this TV series called Eureka that was sort of over my head, and I did an audition for it in LA. I went home on Friday, auditioned on Monday, and booked it on Saturday. So apparently I was good for the role. And after that, I had booked it. I hadn't even read a script, so I just knew the sides and I knew the characters. So I was, I think with genre shows, as an actor, there is a little bit of a fear that you can be typecast. So there's a bit of a hesitation, but I do love science fiction. I do love, sort of anything, fiction in general. I think I'm a big fan of. So I was definitely open to reading the script. I read the script and I loved the show. I fell in love with it. I thought it was really smart. It was very funny, and there wasn't a lot, at that time especially, there wasn't a lot of funny shows, like TV series on television. There was a lot of cops and hospitals and emergencies and lawyers and, so. And then I got cast and I went to camera and we just had a really great connection, all of us. So I was very pleased with my choice. I couldn't have asked for anything more, so yeah, very happy. Good question. Next, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Where does the inspiration of She Planted Me with Science come from? What in your report by Henry?
Well, I'm sorry, you talk so fast.
I know I do. Where did the inspiration for She Planted Me with Science when he was singing to
Oh,
Grace?
that's so great. I don't know. That's a good question. You know what? I think it was it actually started out a different song, and I want to say that it was Joe that came up with that. You know what? I can't answer that question because unfortunately I wasn't a part of that scene, but it could have been collectively Joe and or the writers. But it was a great scene, and I know Joe had a blast doing it. So, and he directed himself in that one as well. So, yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I was wondering when the heck are the writers going to give Joe a friggin' break already? Do we have
I
any
love
idea
it.
of this?
I don't know. I kind of like playing Heart Wrench. No, it's so much fun. You know. I don't know. They may not. I'm not going to give anything away, but we're coming back for a 5th season, so there could be a long Heart Wrench. I'm not actually sure, but I'm really enjoying it. If that makes you feel any better, no.
As a follow-up, do you think that Joe really, when she gave Zane back the ring, do you think she really believed what she said about we don't fit together?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? I think in love. We're all not always sure. You know what? I think I do, and I'm going to get married soon. So I think that I love that you guys clap. This makes me happy. I like to clap. You know what? Who knows? You know, I think there's a piece of her that's still in love with him, but I think that probably coming to terms with the new reality, you got a man in front of you who can't stand you, and you're head over heels in love with him. So I think maybe there was a process of coming to terms with the fact that he maybe doesn't love her, and maybe she's convincing herself that she doesn't love him just to make the transition easier. You know? Next question.
Okay, this question is like in reference to the scene where you went back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like the storyline before or after you went back in time?
Oh, that's a good question too. I think I like this storyline. I like this storyline just because it gives me way more to play. So, you know, if we were to go back and I would still have, you know, all of the stuff that I'm doing, then yeah, I'd be all for it. But this new storyline has given me, in my character, you know, so many different ranges, so many different opportunities. Being the head of JD, I'm involved in so many more things. As the deputy, unfortunately, it was sort of, you know, you were the go-to person, and Deputy Andy is kind of taking that role now. So I don't know. I have to say, as you know, as an actor playing a character, I'm enjoying this timeline definitely more. So. Good question.
Okay, my question's kind of random, but you guys destroyed a lot of Jeeps.
I love that.
Where did they come from? Do you actually destroy
My backyard.
them?
No, I'm just kidding. Where did they come from? That's a good, I don't know. You know what? I think that they actually buy those from the wreckers and fix them up, so they can just destroy them again. I don't think that they go and they don't go and buy new ones. I'll tell you that much. So I'm pretty sure they go to the wreckers all over the United States and Canada, I guess, because that happens quite often. You guys can feel free to ask Coleman questions. I will answer for him. I don't mind. That could be fun. He wouldn't be happy, but that's okay. Next question.
Hi, I just wanted to know, since on the show we keep messing around with time, and there was another reality, remember, and Henry had that other wife, and what do you think's going to happen? I mean, do you think all that messing around with time is going to cause some sort of like time implosion, or like Eureka's just going to get sucked into some sort of black hole, or I don't know.
Well, if we ever want to end the show, Eureka's turned into a black hole. It's over. Hey, you never know. The one thing that we love is so much about the show is there's so many opportunities to just go in. There's so many different directions that the show can go. So, hey, you never know. Very well could.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering when they revealed that Joe has a love of reality TV shows, did that surprise you?
When was that? Where was I? They revealed that Joe had a love for reality shows?
When she moved in with,
I'm so embarrassed. I'm not really Cerra. Suckers! When she moved in, oh my god, of course, with Carter. On the sofa and the beer, I remember. I was actually drunk, that was real weird. What's this scene about? You know what, I thought it was funny. I don't know. Like, what do you do with that? You're like, okay, reality shows. And it was like, was it a dance show or a singing competition? It was a singing competition. I actually do like American Idol. Is that bad? Is that wrong? Whoa! Whoa! Everyone deserves a chance. Do you know what I have to say? Don't tell anyone I'm saying this. This is totally between us. I have to say talent shows. I'm for the talent shows because this industry is so difficult to get into. And I think an opportunity like that is really, really one. Hey man, I was a struggling actor. You know what I mean? So I think any talent show gives the opportunity for a struggling actor to be seen and to, to really get out there and you don't get those opportunities in this industry. You walk into a room, it doesn't matter how good you are, there may be a casting director that does this. All right, go ahead. Okay, great, thanks for coming. What's your name again? Okay. So, you know what I mean, having that opportunity to sing and people have to listen because they're there. So I think it's pretty great. Maybe now you'll all go over to the dark side and watch a talent show. No. Okay, whatever. Keep watching Eureka, whatever. Sorry, next question.
I was wondering, since after several seasons we've had characters just kind of disappear.
Yes.
Like Beverly recently came back. Are there any more, like, is Spencer going to come back? Or maybe Taggart again?
Whatever happened to Spencer?
Maybe the Degree deodorant comes back again.
The Degree deodorant was one of our biggest, most important actors on our show. So, you know what, Spencer? I don't know. That's a very good question. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of the, well, we already have. We've had quite a few of them returning. And I don't think that they'll stop, especially if they're fan favorites, you know what I mean? Like, our writers, they all check out the fan boards. Is this too loud? Am I too close? I swear I can hear myself echoing. You know, they do. They read all of the fan boards, and so they know what you guys like, and they know what you're interested in. So if you ever think that someone's answering your prayers, they are. So yeah, you never know. I'm sure that they will.
Any embarrassment moment?
Oh my God, my life is embarrassing. Right now, by myself, sitting here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm good. Are you kidding me? You guys are all sitting here and you're laughing and you're watching me. It's like a dream. Am I naked? No. Embarrassing. You know what? Oh God, really? Like, probably a lot. Can I think on that? I can't think of anything right now. I'm sure I'll think of something. But I don't know. My life is an embarrassing moment. In life, I trip, I fall, I smack, I break, I scratch, I burn on a regular basis. So in my life, I'm embarrassed all the time. But on the show, yeah, no,